feel like she's just itching everywhere, bro. All right, so today we're gonna take a little tour of the Optimal Canine kind of training grounds. So just kind of a little day-to-day look at what things look like when your dog is in a board and train with us. So we're gonna go over to the doghouse here, and we're gonna say hello to all the pups here. All right. We got a couple different pups here. We got a Cane Corso puppy over here. We got a Border Collie in here who's here for some stuff. She's looks like a lab or pit mix, and she looks kind of scared. She got here yesterday, so we're gonna be introducing her to the training and trying to get her comfortable. Oh, and this right here. This right here is the troublemaker right here. Yeah, she's they say she's a lab shepherd mix, but I'm not hearing that. I mean, she's huge, and she's only like 1.5. Lots of whining, lots of jumping. So today, actually, she's gonna be the star of the show. I'm gonna pull her out, and you're already gonna see a little bit of how she acts just prior to really any training. The only thing we've really done with her is got under her about all the noise that she likes to make, because she'll whine and bark all the time. We have Piper here, lab pit mix, and then we have Augie. He's a little guy, and he's doing some advanced obedience training. And they're a little farther along into the program. As you can see, they're a little quieter than this one right here. So, from day one, first thing we make sure we do is get them comfortable with constantly being on a lead. So I'm going to put her on a leash, but then also making sure she's not just busting out of the crate. So I'm going to let her out, but I'm going to let her out in a way that I feel like is appropriate. We've done this before because she's been here a week now, but you got to constantly test them and remind them what the rules are. So I'm going to open it up. Whoa, 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 whoa. And she goes straight out on me. Straight out on me here. So I'm going to go ahead and tell her, crate. Nope, 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 no, no. No. Crate. Good. I'm gonna step over. This one's just bark. So we're gonna wait until she has all of her paws inside the crate. Good. Good. Free. Watch out, David, because she might. Yeah, no. No. Yeah, so my cameraman was about to get pummeled. Just, she has no respect for people's space, and she'll just jump right on you. So part of me being the trainer is knowing how she is and preparing people who are around for her, but also me kind of anticipating and saying, oh, I know what she does. She likes to see people. The good part is she's friendly, but she likes to see people and just jump, and she doesn't care if she's 100 no, she doesn't care if she's 100 pounds. So I'm gonna wait till she's gonna try to e-collar here. right. So I'm gonna let her move around, and hopefully she goes to the bathroom. Something we've been noticing with her is she will not go to the bathroom until she feels like it, and that's something we have to improve upon because we don't want her constantly holding her pee or going into the crate when we're not available to train with her. So, um, as you can see, kind of a pushy dog. It doesn't look like, from what just happened, you wouldn't believe that I spent a week. I mean, she's been here a week already. You wouldn't believe that I spent that time making sure that she doesn't fly out of the crate. Like, I opened the door and she pretty much, I mean, she even caught me off guard a little bit. She pretty much just came right out and didn't even really hesitate. She just decided she's going out, she's ready to go, and ignored all the rules that I've set in place up to this point. So we take time to show that, no, 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 no. Go potty. So some live some live consequences there. She's just not a very obedient dog, but that's why she's here, I mean, people get dogs like these and they realize, like, wow, like, this is a lot. No. She looked like she was about to jump on him again. Yeah, she's just not very obedient. So we have a lot of work to do, but it's good that y'all got to see because we're going to improve upon it. And I'll show you she doesn't know any obedience right quick after she gets done pottying, or if she doesn't want to potty right now. We'll see what she wants to do in terms of listening. We're going to let her scratch. Might have to take this. I wonder if this collar is bothering her. Sit. Good. Good girl. Good. Free. So it looks like she knows sit. Sit. Good. So I'm going to praise her for being responsive there. Good girl. Free. Down. Down. So I would assume that she does not know down. And then any other command, I mean, we can take her to the bed. Place. As you can see, she doesn't know place. She didn't even go to really get on there. So every dog is different, but I wouldn't be surprised if, from an obedience perspective, once she figures out that there's something in it for her when she's responsive to the handler, I wouldn't be surprised if she's pretty good at listening in those scenarios. Like when I tell her to sit or lay down, she realizes she gets food for doing those things. And she gets praise from me for doing those things, and decides to continue doing them because there's something in it for her and she's excited about that. But I think from a genetic perspective, I think she's a little mischievous. And trust me, I've told her no a lot of times about jumping on me and jumping on people, and she has not stopped. And I pulled her down probably 20 to 30 times. I'd say more, 40 to 50 times. I pulled her down and told her no and provided a slight correction for the behavior, and she continues to do it. So we'll definitely have to add a higher correction in order to get a more consistent behavior with that jumping. But she just took a potty. Um, I don't think she ate a whole lot of food, so she might not have to poop. But we're going to give her 10 minutes. And then after that, time's up. That's how you really get a dog to stop. She wants to jump again. That's how you really get a dog to stop taking so long on their potty breaks. You utilize the crate and say, okay, well, you're going to be in the crate for part of the day. And then you ask them to go potty outside. And if they don't do it quickly, you put them back in their crate. And dogs typically don't like peeing or pooping in their crate. So then you can show them that they need to prioritize going to the bathroom. All right, so today is going to be what I call correction day. I give the dogs probably about 1 to 2 weeks to really get in the habit of understanding what my expectations are for obedience, for going in and out the crate, for messing with dogs. So Lily's been here about 2.5 weeks, I believe. So, and she's still very pushy. So most dogs, once they understand your kind of rules and stuff, they tone it down a little bit. She hasn't really toned it down very much. So she's going to get some corrections today that are a little bit more firm. Through the whole process of teaching your dog things, you want to be communicating and using the leash to let them know what they're doing wrong. But now we're going to amplify it by using a Herm Springer 2.25. So this is going to increase the amount of pressure I can apply with a leash pop or with a correction. And she's earned herself this because she continues to jump. She continues to bust out of the crate. She continues to go after other dogs. So at some point we have to put our foot down and say, okay, you're not respecting the rules that we've put in place. You keep doing it. So we got to increase the consequence in order to decrease the likelihood of the dog performing the behavior again, otherwise known as punishment. So let's see. I'm going to open it up. She comes right out. Didn't even wait. I mean, there was no hesitation there. She put her, look at that, foot right out. 2 weeks I've been telling her not to do that. So now we're going to be very picky about it. And I'm not going to use the e-collar. I'm going to use the prong collar for this. So, No. So there's two corrections there. Good. So I'll reward her for holding position. But she's going to stop running us over and start respecting our rules here. So the foot don't need to cross the barrier. That's my issue. And she knows that. That's why as soon as I corrected her, what'd she do? She backed up. So she knows her foot isn't supposed to cross that barrier. Well, now we're being a little bit more respectful here. Good. Good. So sometimes your food isn't enough. You just giving the dog food for being good isn't always enough. That's why there's 4 parts of conditioning in order to get the dog to perform behaviors correctly. All right. So she's whining, so I'm not. So I'm not gonna let her come out for whining. I'll wait. So she's quiet. Good. Free. Now she can come out. If she jumps on him, she's getting in trouble. If she goes for that dog, she's getting in trouble. I think this dog has some issues too. So, no. So she got in trouble for jumping on me. That's been a rule. So she's not allowed to do that. she goes after this dog, she's gonna get it. No. Not allowed to go after the dogs. Talk to her about that too. No.
What?
No. No.
No. All right.
So I'm walking her around the dog on purpose. Because I want her to understand. No. No. Jumping on a trainer. Not allowed to do that either. I want her to use self-control. No. No.
Now.
It also keeps going after this. So I'm not stopping her from doing anything necessarily. I'm just correcting her when she makes bad choices. That's what I'm doing. Bad choices that we've already talked about. See how her. She's not even scratching at this. She's scratching at her prong collar. That's a little better. Come on, come on. All right. So let's see if she's got the dog situation kind of out of her head a little bit. Good. So now we can start rewarding some good choices. Teaching her how to behave around a dog that's not paying any attention to her. Down. No. Down. So her barking at me is not going to get her anything. Good. So she knows what down means. And Good. She knows what down means, and instead of performing down, she barks at me. Down. No. Down. Good. Free. All right. So, as you can see, we still have some work to do, but just showing how effective a well-timed correction can be, making sure it's well-timed and clear for your dog. But I mean, she can't go after the other dogs in a rough house with them. That's not allowed. Teaching her that every dog she sees as a playmate is not good. And then also she has to be mindful of my expectations. So if I ask her to lay down or do something, she has to be in a state of mind where she can pay attention and complete those commands. So we still got work to do there, but I think we've chipped away a little bit at the thinking she can run people over and do whatever she wants without any consequences. All right, so we're gonna do a update video with Lily. So in the previous video, Lily was doing a lot of jumping, wasn't listening to anything I said. I think also I was trying to get her out of to stay in the crate and wait for my cue, and I think she just was bumping past me and stuff. So we're gonna give y'all a progress video. She should be ready to go home in the next couple days, next week. Side note, you can use some treats in training I just recommend that you mix it with the kibble rather than showing the dog the big old bag and creating a hierarchy between the kibble and the treat bag. So just make it something that's all part of the goods that you have rather than it being kind of a obvious step up. So they'll stay engaged and they'll stay interested because every time they get a handful of food, there's something different in there. All right, so we're gonna see how she does. I'm gonna have her pretty much completely off leash and see if she makes some good decisions. So first test is the crate. Good. I'm gonna reward her for a good decision there. Free. Now she is allowed to come out. Does she jump on the cameraman? She does not. Not yet. It's like we have some better decisions. She wants water. Get her some water. Use you. All right, so we got another dog out. So I make it real clear. So I'll walk over. She's keeping her distance. Lily, come. No. Come. Come. Good. That's the correct response. Come means come to me, please. Take a seat. Now in front of me. Take a sit down. I'm not taking that cone off until she stops scratching at it. Free. So now she's allowed to do what she wants to do because I released her. But she better not mess with that dog. Can't do that. She can go do something else. Go potty. It's not right. No. No. Go potty. Good. So she didn't like jump on the dog or she was a little closer than I would have liked. A little too much in his space, but when I told her no, she went ahead and left it alone. So now she's pottying like I told her to do a couple minutes ago. All right, so looking pretty good. She passed her little test, no jumping on people. She left all the people alone. She left the dog alone for the most part. So we're just going to do a little bit of obedience and see how that's going. And then we'll probably do some public testing later on this week. Place. Good. What I got? Stay on it. Come. Good. Yeah. Down. Down. Good. I think she knew what I was gonna say. She was quick. If she holds the position. Ah. No. Come. Down. Good. See, I think I can trick her by going towards place. She'll probably hop up. Because she likes to anticipate what I'm going to say. But that's all part of training. You know, you got to make sure they know exactly what the rules are and they're not anticipating too much and trying to cheat rather than just listen to what I'm saying. Because if you just listen to what I'm saying, you know it, so you'll get it right. But if you're, you know, trying to be a step ahead of me, you might not get it right every time. Put the elbows down.
Fam, the elbows ain't gonna work.
Huh?
The elbows didn't move.
Yeah. They've been trying to pick them elbows up. Look at that. Two trained dogs. Go on, look. Go and get a look. Get a look-see. Why aren't you signing up for some optimal canine training? Look at that. Both gonna go home next week. It's nice. That could be you. But you ain't signed up yet.